Hi, we are now beginning indicator 4, and this is all about unit rates, ratios, proportional relationships. So if you can see our learning target, I can determine unit rates and ratios and understand proportional relationships. We have certain vocabulary that we need to quickly review. What is a ratio, a rate, or a unit rate? So a ratio is nothing but a comparison of two quantities using division. For example, if I say one teacher to 28 students, that is a ratio. Five dogs to three cats, that is a ratio. All right. Um, Unit, then we have a rate. A rate is, again, it's a ratio. So it's a comparison of two quantities but with different units. So if I say 140 miles in 2 hours, so the miles and the hours are the units, so rate definitely has units on it. And it is again comparison of two quantities with different units. And the unit rate is where my denominator is 1. So it is a rate um, over 1, so per unit. So if I say the cost of paper towels is $2.50 uh, per packet of your paper towel roll. Okay, so or miles per gallon, 70 miles in two gallons would be a rate. All right. And then if I say 35 miles per gallon over 1 gallon, that becomes a unit rate. Okay. So I'm going to show you four different ways in how to solve unit rates and ratios or these kind of problems. So if you look at the first problem, Tia is painting one side of her shed. She paints 36 square feet in 45 minutes. At this rate, how many square feet can she paint each hour? All right, so we are going to start with this, and I'm going to show you four different methods in order to solve this. I'm going to show you the bar diagram method, the double number line method, the ratio table method, and then simple division method. So all four methods, these are modeling, and then I'm going to show you the mathematical aspect of this. All right. So if Tia is painting one side of a shed, and she is painting 36 square feet in 45 minutes. All right. So when we say that, we know that in 1 hour, we have 4 15 minutes, right? So if I'm saying I have 4 15 minutes, that means it's basically what, 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, and 4/4, which gives me 1 hour, right? So I can always write 45 minutes as 3/4 of an hour. So Tia's rate is what? It is 36 square feet per 3/4 hour, because this 45 minutes, all right, and as I said, we have 4 15 minutes. So 45 minutes can be written as, this can be written as 3/4 of an hour. Okay, so 45 minutes is 3/4 of an hour. All right. So in order to find, you're going to find the unit rate over here, the number of square feet she can paint in 1 hour. That's what we are trying to find. Okay. So for the bar diagram method, we are going to draw two bars to model the ratio 36 is to 3/4. So remember, ratio can be written like this. It can be written as a fraction, and it can also be written as 36 to 3/4. So the three ways of writing ratios. We are going to divide each bar into four sections. Okay, so I'm going to make a bar diagram now. All right, so here we have the bar diagram. And since this is 4, my denominator is 4, right? So am going to divide into, this is half, so this is 1/4, 2/4, and we have 3/4 over here. Okay, so if I say 3/4, it's representing this 1/4, 2/4, and 3/4. So this much is 3/4 of an hour. This much is 3/4 of an hour. Okay, and then we are going to make another bar. All right. In order to find this, we're going to divide the bar into 4 sections, as I said. And because 3/4 is a multiple of 1/4, there are 4 sections of 1/4 in 1 hour. We have this also. These are each 1/4, 1/4, 1/4, and 1/4. Right? Okay. Now, to find the unit rate, we are going to first find the value of each section in the bar representing square feet. Because 3 sections have a value of 36 square feet. All right. So I'm going to do another one like this. It's making a bar. And because there are 4 parts, I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to make this bar like this. And because there are 3 sections over here, now we know that this much, how much do we have as 36? 3/4 is 36, right? So this much is your 36 square feet. All right, that much is your 36 square feet. All right, so I'm just going to do this so you can see, because right, if that much is 36 square feet, that basically means what? 36 divided by 3 sections. So 36 divided by these 3 sections, and I'm going to get each part is how much? 12 square feet, right? So this is 12 square feet. This is 12 square feet. And this is 12 square feet. Okay. And so now it's saying, because look, we have 4 parts over here. We have 4 parts that make it 1 hour. So this whole thing, this entire thing is this till here is going to be 1 hour. Okay. So for 1 hour, because we are trying to find unit rate, okay, for 1 hour, we are going to see if these 3 are 12, each is 12, what is the last one going to be? Of course, this is also 12 square feet. All right. And so therefore, we are going to do 4 times 12, 4 times 12, which is going to give me 48. All right. It's going to give me 48 square feet. All right, per hour. So remember, the denominator has to be 1. So this over 1 hour. And this is my unit rate. Now I can write it like this, 48 square feet per hour, or I can write it over 1 hour because that basically means the same thing. But this is the bar diagram method of showing how to calculate the unit rate. Okay. So let's go to a double number line, and we are going to make a number line, and the top line is going to represent, so here we're going to make a double number line. Okay, and the top line is going to represent hours, and the bottom line, okay, is going to represent square feet. To represent square feet. Okay, and then we know that we are going to label the 4 equal increments of 1/4 on the top number line. Okay, so this is this, this is this, this is this. Okay, so I'm just going to go all the way down, because 4 equal increments. All right. And as we can see, because we just said that, 1/4, 1/4, 1/4, that is 3/4. Each is like what, 15 minutes, right? So for the hours, if I am trying to mark and label the ratio over here, so this is 0, 1/4, right? This is 2/4. This is 3/4. Okay, and then I'm going to have one more here, which is 4/4, which is nothing but, so we know that 4/4 is equal to what? 1/2. Okay, and we know that at the bottom line, 3/4 is equal to what? The ratio is how much? 36, right? So basically my ratio is, we are trying to model this, 36 is to 3/4. So 36 square feet is to 3/4. Okay, now as we can see, each increment on the bottom line represents 12 square feet, and again we are doing the same thing. 36 divided by these three sections, that means each is going to be 12. So if this is my 0, this is 12, this is 24, right? It's going like that. So the next one, the unit rate, since each is going as 12 square feet, that is going to be 48. So look, 48 square feet per hour. Okay, so that is how you show it on a double number line. Okay, the next thing that I'm going to show you is a ratio table. So we are going to make a ratio table like this. All right, so ratio table, it goes like this. All right, and what we're going to do is we are going to call this as hours, and this is your square feet. This is your square feet. Okay, and then we've got 1/4 hours, we've got 3/4 hours. All right, and then we have 36. So first we have got to scale back. All right, in order to calculate how much is 1/4. Okay, so we are going to scale backward to find the number of square feet painted in 1/4 hour. Okay, so if I scale backward, what am I doing? I'm going from here to here, and I am dividing, right? 3 divided by 3 is going to give me 1 over here, right? So I'm going to do this, divided by 3. All right, and so whatever I do up here to the hours, I've got to do the same thing over here, and I am going to divide by 3. So for 1/4 of an hour, I am going to get your 12 square feet. Okay, so I found for 1/4, and then all I have to do is use the ratio table to find out how much is 1 hour going to be. Okay, so I'm going to add on another part of the table, and now I need to find out how much is 1 hour going to be. All right, so I know that if I do 1/4 times 4, right, then I'm going to get 1/2. So because there are 4 quarters in a whole, so if I do this is times 4. Whatever I do to the hours, I'll have to do the same thing to the square feet, and I do times 4. And so I get 48 square feet in 1 hour. So that is a unit rate. Okay. And then the last method is using division. All right. So I am going to divide. So this method now. Okay. Let me try to turn this a little bit so you can see. All right. So the division method. the division method now. All right. So I'm going to the rate 36 square feet in 3/4 hour. Okay, so 36 square feet in 3/4 hours can be written like this. Okay, this is 36 square feet in 3/4 hours. Okay, so it can be written like this. Now, this is a complex fraction and we are going to simplify this. So this basically means what? Fraction line means division divided by 3/4. Okay, and then we are going to use the keep change flip. Keep change flip. All right, so keep the first number as is, change the division to multiplication, flip the second fraction, which is the reciprocal. Here we go. All right, and then we are going to simplify, and I can do 1 times 3 is 3. All right, and 12 times 3 is going to give me 36. And so what do I have left? I have 12 times 4, which is 48 square feet in one hour. In 1 hour. Okay, so these are the 4 different methods we are using in order to solve this. And I'm going to go ahead and do one more problem using the 4 methods, so this becomes very familiar and easy for you all to do. All right, so just remember any of these 4 methods: bar diagram, double number line, ratio table, and division. Okay, so let's look at the next problem. All right, the next problem is saying Josh can jog 5/6 miles in 15 minutes. Find his average speed in miles per hour. Okay, so once again, I'm going to go ahead and do the 4 methods for you. Okay, so let's start with the bar diagram. All right, start with the bar diagram. Okay, now you know that 15 minutes is how much? 15 minutes is going to be 1/4 of an hour, because we have 4 15 minutes, right? So that is going to be 1/4 of an hour. All right, so I am going to take Josh's rate, which is 5/6 miles per 1/4 hour. So in order for you to find the unit rate, the number of miles he can jog is going to be per hour. So again, we are going to draw 2 bars to model 5/6. 5/6 is to 1/4. So this is what we are going to model. Okay, so I am going to make the first bar into 4 sections to demonstrate the hours. Okay, so here's my first one. All right, we have 4 sections over here. All right, and right now we have 1/4 of an hour, this much, right? And let me write it here. This is 1/4 hour, okay? And we need to find how much in this entire 1 hour. How much in this entire, this is 1 hour, okay? Because we are finding unit rate, all right? Then on the next bar, I am going to put 5/6 over here. So let me just shade the same amount that I have above. Okay, so this is going to be 5/6 mile, okay, which is his rate. Okay, now we are going to look at, okay, we have 4 different sections, and in order to find the unit rate, you got 1/4, 1/4, 1/4, and 1/4. So these are 4/4, which is equal to 1 hour. So in there, I am going to have to put it like this. Same amount. If this is 5/6, then I've got to do this. This is also 5/6. This is also 5/6. This is also 5/6. So I can do 5/6 times 4, all right, or 5, 10, 15, 20, because we know that addition and multiplication are operations. Multiplication is nothing but repeated addition, right? So I can do 5/6 times 4, or I can do 5, 10, 15, 20, which is addition, all right? And I am going to get 26 as my answer per hour. Okay, so this is over 1. So this is miles in 1 hour. And then when I convert this to an improper fraction, we know that 3 times 6 is going to be 18. So I get 3, all right? And I get 2/6, which can be simplified as 1/3. So 3 and 1/3 miles in 1 hour. So this is using a bar diagram method. Okay. Next, let's try the double number line. Okay. In order to try the double number line, again, I am going to break them apart into 4 different parts for the hour. And the top number is going to represent the number of hours, and the bottom is going to represent the miles. Okay, so I'm just going to take this off. So top is going to represent the hours, and the bottom is going to represent the miles. Okay, now once again in this we are going to, again, we've got your 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, all right? And 1/4 is how much? 5/6 of a mile, right? 5/6 of a mile. And so we are going to, each increment on the bottom number line represents 5/6 of a mile. And so if this is 5/6, the next one is 10/6, 15/6, and 26 of a mile. So look, same thing that we had done over here, over there. So this is a double number line, and I end up with exactly the same answer. The unit rate is going to be 20/6. This one over 1 hour, 26 miles in 1 hour, which is what? Again, I get the same thing, 20/6, which is 3 1/3 miles in 1 hour. Okay, so same answer. It doesn't matter which method you use, you will always end up with exactly the same answer. All right, so next is I'm going to show you using the ratio table. And let me just remove this part and this part. Okay, so here we go. So we have this. I'm going to make this table again like this. All right, and this is hours, this is miles, and 1/4 hours is 5/6 miles. All right, and so then in order for me to get 1 hour, I know that this is going to be times 4, and whatever I do to the hours, I do the same thing here, which is times 4, and I get 20/6, which is the same thing as 3 1/3 miles in 1 hour. So using ratio tables, as you can see, I'm getting exactly the same answer. All right, and then last is again making it into a complex fraction, because we have division method. And in the division method, again, I have 5/6. The rate is 5/6 miles in 1/4 hour. Okay, 5/6 miles in 1/4 hour. Okay, so I am going to divide 5/6 by 1/4. So look, this is a complex fraction again, because we have a fraction in the numerator and the denominator. So now this is nothing, you know, the fraction line means division. Okay, so this is 5/6 divided by 1/4. Okay, and again now we are going to use the rules, and we're going to keep, change, flip. Keep, change division to multiplication, flip, or the reciprocal of 1/4 when we are dividing fractions. And so I get 5/6. Keep this, change the division to multiplication, and flip the second fraction, so 4/1. And then I am going to simplify using common factors. So I have uh, 4 divided by 2 is 2, and 6 divided by 2 is going to be 3. All right. And so now I have what is 5 times 2, and I am going to get 10. All right. So 5 times 2 is going to give me 10. 3 times 1 is 3. And so when I simplify this, I am going to get 3 and 1/3, because 3 times 3 is 9. And I have 1 remainder, 3 denominator, 3 and 1/3 miles in 1 hour. Okay, do not forget to write it in this format, because we are talking about unit rates. So unit rate basically means that my denominator has got to be 1. All right, because whatever I'm calculating is going to be per unit, and that's what makes it a unit rate. All right, so these are the 4 different methods to calculate: the bar diagram method, the double number line method, the ratio table, and division, in order to calculate unit rate. Again, my denominator in unit rate has got to be 1 unit, whatever I am talking about. Okay, all right, have a great day, y'all.